Hi, everybody. Dr. C here. It's Tuesday, April 28th, just sharing news and information regarding COVID-19 in Franklin schools. Today, Dr. McCormick did host her weekly communication. A couple things out of that of news and notes for everybody. One is she reaffirmed that June 30th is the end of the school year. So there's a lot of questions about where that date came from. It actually came out of executive uh, Order 16. So that is June 30th, which is the end of the school year for all of Indiana. Also, she talked about what's going to happen in the fall. And she said, really, it's too early to tell. There are no known answers. She does have a reentry team that's planning activities to help support schools. But really, what it looks like when it occurs are still up in the air. The governor has stated that in mid-May, he will make an announcement regarding the fall and education. So we're going to plan for a variety of options on how we're going to get back into school. We'll continue to share those as we have those ready for you, but we are planning to come back to school sometime and interact in a face-to-face session with everybody, and that will sure feel good when it does happen. Additionally, she did talk about the CARES Act, which is dollars coming from the federal government, and there's going to be weekly webinars on how that can be spent, but we are already thinking about that. Today at 3 o'clock, I met with FCTA leadership, and Tina Gross and I shared some ideas about classroom assistants, tutors, social workers, behavior interventionists to help support students. We have submitted that information to the FCTA leadership, and they're going to share it out with everybody to pick everybody's brain. We want to make sure that we're helping kids. That's how we want to use our dollars. There are a lot of other ways that maybe you could use that. But for Franklin schools, it's going to be about helping kids get caught up in this era that we're in, because we know that last quarter, there's been things happen. And it's sad to hear that even some of our kids are regressing, not only just maintaining, but we have some kids kind of backing up. So we're going to use that money to bolster and move kids forward. Speaking of moving kids forward, we are having summer school. It's going to be a jumpstart program, and it's going to be 2 weeks before the start of the school next fall. We're going to be on one location. The principals will work with Tammy Schneider, the summer school administrator, to identify kids. We will then create a program that's built around procedures, essential learnings, and literacy and math to help grow our students, as well as a STEM initiative. At the high school level, it will be credit recovery and acceleration program like we've had in the past. And that will be throughout the summer. One thing we do know, though, nobody will be in the buildings until after June 30th at this point in time. If you have questions or comments or thoughts about the CARES Act, get them to your building rep, and they'll share information back with us as we make the final decisions. The application is due by the end of May so that we can start getting those dollars. Speaking of receiving dollars, I'm going to announce at this time that we're going to suspend the 10X grant program for Franklin schools. It is with a heavy heart that we do this, but I feel like it's best as we move forward in an era to help students with those resources. So if you received a grant this year, you get to go. But we will not be doing grants for school year 2021, nor grants in 21-22. After that, we'll pick back up with the grant series again and move forward. But we're going to reallocate those dollars to helping students either with assistance or other programming structures that makes a more immediate impact. I'm sorry this is where we are, but I think in the era of COVID-19, it's a way for us to support you in the classroom as well as support our students. And that really is the goal of our 10X. So I want to thank everybody for watching my weekly updates. It's good to know that we can share information. As I said yesterday, I sure miss talking to everybody in person, but this is one way that we do get to communicate. If you have questions about anything that Dr. McCormick shares, or information about the CARES Act or how we can use it, please reach out to me. Also, Carly Hoagland is accepting all of the teacher input information, as well as Tina, and we'll gather that together again next week to make final decisions. I want to thank everybody for all you're doing. Continue to be safe. We'll look forward to tomorrow's conversation, and I hope you have a great Wednesday at school. Bye, everybody.